Quite a few of them. This is the nominations.
Sort of get closer and closer and closer, and he's pushed himself onto me and pushed me down on the sofa, you know, putting his hands down my top and up my skirt, and it was getting heavier and heavier and heavier.
I was scared. I mean, he just pushed himself on top of me, but I'm strong, and I started kicking him, and I kicked him, and I kicked him, and I kicked him, and I kicked him off, and I kicked him really hard.
I thought he was going to rape me.
Now, the judges said this meticulously put together report was genuinely history-changing. A technique of hearing many women describe the same experience, their repeated descriptions of Fayed's playbook was extremely powerful. A hugely important piece of work, this report had the impact of encouraging more women to come forward. The judges felt this incredibly well-produced and, let's face it, shocking report was a true exclusive. The award goes to BBC Current Affairs.
Thanks for this. It's a huge honour for us. It's a really strong field, and I've been sitting down there many times. And it's very good. We all know how hard it is to get to the truth. TV journalism, as we all know as well, as a team sport, and the fact that the truth has finally come out about Mohammed Fayed and Harrods is down to the efforts of a lot of people. Firstly, the women themselves who worked at Harrods, and we often as a team have to say it's amazing to said how much we admire their courage and strength. And it takes a lot to tell the world about what is the most traumatic thing that would have happened to you in your life. And they did it, and so many of them spoke. And the fact that they showed their faces really made a difference to make people understand just what happened. I'd also like to thank the amazing people standing here. They're a fantastic team. The man in the middle, Keeping Stone, whose wife we just saw on the screen there, dedicated many years of his life to this story, and the work he did on his own, out of a sense that there was an injustice here that needed to be righted, and he worked for a long time on his own, and so I and then that's amazing filmmakers. In these kind of stories, women need to feel confident and safe that they're able to speak, and they gave so many of the women the confidence and to feel that they were going to be looked after, and that's why so many of them spoke to show their faces, as I've said, made a massive difference. Thanks to the BBC for supporting us through all of this, it really made a difference. But I'd also like to unusually thank all the journalists that came before us from lots of different outlets. It is really hard to take on a rich and powerful man and say something pretty unpleasant about him, but they did that, and although the world wasn't really ready to listen at that point, and he did fight back, we stood on their shoulders to tell this story, and so we're grateful to them as well. But in the end, it comes down to the women. They spoke out because they wanted the truth to come out, and finally, it did. Thank you.